Pokemon will be making its debut on the Nintendo Switch later this year with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. While these new additions to the franchise will stay true to most of the core Pokemon mechanics, they will also be deviating from the formula in many key ways. So, what do we know about these new Pokemon games? Let's take a deep dive into these newly announced titles. While not a remake per se, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are a reimagining of Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy. The games will bring players back to the Kanto region, and depending on what version you get, you will either start off the game with a Pikachu or an Eevee. Pikachu will make its home on your shoulder, while Eevee prefers to sit on its trainer's head. And in case that wasn't adorable enough, players can customize the appearance of their partners with varying outfits. In Pokemon Yellow, you were able to get all three of the Kanto starters, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, but it's currently unknown if that will remain the case here. In addition, another Pokemon from your party will be able to walk around with you as well, a beloved feature that was last seen in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Speaking of party Pokemon, it has been confirmed that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee will only feature the original 151 Pokemon, though their Alolan forms will also be available. Battling trainers in this world will be familiar to veteran players of the series. Catching Pokemon, however, is a completely different story. There will be no battling wild Pokemon this time around. In its place will be a system that will be very familiar to players of the mobile sensation Pokemon Go. You'll swing the Joy-Con to throw a Pokeball, and how well you throw that will determine if you walk away with a successful catch or not. If you're playing in the Switch's handheld mode, you will simply push a button to throw the ball, though motion controls will still be used to aim. And a first for the series, wild Pokemon will be seen in the overworld map, allowing you to choose whether you engage with it or not. This is a huge departure from the random encounters of the games prior, and will no doubt take away a lot of the grinding involved in Pokemon. Game Freak aimed for a simplified Pokemon experience. Your Pokemon will still gain experience from catching and defeating Pokemon in battle. However, all of your team will share experience, though Game Freak has said this can be turned off for a more challenging playthrough. The amount of experience you get for a successful throw is determined by what grade you're given at the end of the throw, and by the size. Size can be determined by the color aura a Pokemon has around it in the overworld. A blue aura means smaller than usual, and a red means a larger Pokemon than usual. Candies will be returning from Pokemon Go, though used a bit differently this time around. You can still send Pokemon to the professor, but candies aren't designated by a specific species. Instead, each candy will represent one of the 6 stats. Yes, they're all still here, and a candy can be used to raise that specific stat. CP, or Combat Power, returns after originally being showcased in Pokemon Go. This time around, CP will show an average of the monster's 6 stats. The Pokéride feature, first introduced in Sun and Moon, will be making a return. This will surely be a relief to fans of the series, as the HM system they replaced was becoming increasingly unpopular. It has been confirmed that some larger Pokemon, like Onix, Lapras, and Charizard, will be rideable, but whether they will be specific ride Pokemon is yet to be determined. In a first for the series, another player will be able to join in on the adventure. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are designed to be played with only one Joy-Con. If a friend wants to join, all they need to do is simply shake the other Joy-Con. The second player can take part in any battle, making it a 2-on-1. Doesn't seem a bit fair, does it? The second player can also assist in catching Pokemon. If the two can throw in tandem, then the effectiveness is doubled. If you want a more immersive Pokemon experience, the Pokeball Plus is releasing the same day. It's a Pokeball-shaped Joy-Con that can also store one Pokemon at a time to take on the go. Seeing as the games are heavily inspired by Pokemon Go, naturally the two can be connected. You can transfer any Kanto Pokemon, plus their Alolan forms, to Pokemon Go via Bluetooth. Pokemon sent to the Switch will appear in the Pokemon Go Ranch, where they will then have to be caught once again. And don't worry, shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go will remain shiny here. And before you think about sending that shiny Charizard, keep in mind that this feature will not unlock until about halfway through the game. In addition, it's a one-way transfer. Niantic has stated that there will be other features other than simply transferring Pokemon, but what those are remain unknown. What would a Pokemon game be without battling and training with friends? You will still be able to do these locally with a friend, but online trade and battle will require a Nintendo Switch online subscription. Online features like Wonder Trade, the global trade system, and ranked battles will not be a part of these titles. Despite a simplification of the gameplay in some respects, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee stay true to many of the things that define a Pokemon game. And for those who are still skeptical, don't worry. Game Freak has already confirmed that a new mainline Pokemon game will be released on the Switch in late 2019. In other news, Culture of Gaming is now running a Patreon. We'll be offering exclusive content for patrons, and your support would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, keep checking Culture of Gaming.